One person for each gender is currently rebelling in Los Angeles, and today we are going to be talking about the insanity that's going on. Now, I've been talking about this a lot lately. However, things have gotten, let's just say, infinitely worse. We're going to be checking out some more decoy voice on the ground footage and recording, and we're also going to be talking about literally the most insufferable influencers on the planet and what they have been doing about this entire situation. Shout out to Hasan Piker, because he is officially the retard of the day, which is pretty crazy cool, to be honest. Now, I wanted to look at retards on every side of the political spectrum. So, Matt Walsh tweeted, all right, he's not the retard we're going to be talking about, don't worry. Matt Walsh tweeted, ban all third world immigration, legal or illegal. There should be a moratorium on all immigration from the third world. We reached our capacity. We can't be the world's soup kitchen anymore. Honestly, understandable take. Charlie Kirk says, it's time to ban third world immigration, legal or illegal. We reached our limit, and we have a huge cultural, educational, housing, financial, and essential services problem we need to fix now because of it. We need a net zero immigration moratorium with a ban on third worlders. All right. Jack Poso says, I have no idea who this guy is. It's time to ban third world immigration. Uh-oh. Legal or illegal? Wait a second. What's going on? We've reached our limit. We have a huge cultural, educational, housing, financial, essential services problem to fix because of it. We need net zero. Bro just literally ripped off the other guy's fucking tweet. What is going on? Everyone has the same orders. There's something suspicious going on. And Nick Fuentes, everyone's favorite gay Mexican, had this to say. The memo went out at Con Inc., right? Because Nick Fuentes, actually, he is a, as far as I understand, he is a far-right Christian nationalist, and he is, like, super anti-everyone that's not specifically Christian. Like, he blames everything bad that ever happened in the universe on the Jews. Everything's the Jews in Israel, Israel and the Jews. He is like, he wants a holy war to actually kill Jews, he has said in a previous video. Don't worry, I've actually covered this before. But the reason why is because Nick Fuentes has always been saying this. For the last 10 years, he wanted bans on all third world immigration. He's always been saying this. And now that somehow all these guys say the same shit, for some reason, he's upset about it. That's pretty weird. Now, I want to actually expose a little bit of a fraud here, because if you notice the timestamps, this was tweeted at 3, and this was tweeted at 3:55. You know why? Because this Charlie Kirk tweet is a quote tweet of the Matt Walsh tweet. Yeah, this is not like some sort of secret agenda where everyone's posting the same tweets. It's just people that, like, retweeted each other. I'm not even kidding. And he's turning it into a conspiracy theory about how the evil Jews that are controlling the world sent out orders for the fucking people to talk about. Let me see if I can even find that. Matt Walsh proved that. Dude, here it is. Matt Walsh is like, so about the totally made up controversy about me this week is that somehow this exchange where Charlie agrees with me about third world immigration is evidence of a sinister conspiracy where we're repeating talking points handed to us by unseen nefarious force, Jews. Mind you, this is a hoax. It's not pushed just by the left, it's also pushed on the right. Yep. Yes, sir. It's just literally a retweet. Like, this dude, he just retweeted this guy's tweet. Like, dude, this is not controversial. This is just a retweet. And he's like, banned immigration. He's like, holy shit, you're right. That's what they said. All right. So, anywho, it's time to get controversial. So this guy, ban all third world immigration. All the brainwashed MAGA people controlled by the Jews. I'm telling you, I'm not even joking. I am not even kidding, bro. This is an actual talking point. So the reason why I wanted to talk about the riots is because somehow they're turning it into this. Now, the reason why this is retarded is because if you are unaware, one of the most common talking points by the Nick Fuentes far-right gooners, is that Jews are the ones that are causing all the immigration. This is one of the major conspiracy theories, is that Jews cause all the immigration. All right? That is literally what they say constantly. BlackRock, controlled by Jews. They have shares in everything. They want open borders. They want immigration. All right? That is one of the major conspiracy theories. So let me get this straight. The Jews are the ones that are causing all the immigration. And it's also the Jews that are banning all of the immigration. Right? Like, you can never make this make sense. It's crazy. Everything that ever happened is because of the Jews. Why does no one else do anything? Come on, guys. Can you guys contribute, please? Please, the Jews are too busy doing immigration and also stopping immigration. Can you guys pick some slack? All right, there's no winning. It doesn't matter. So it turns out we have the far left Jew haters and the far right Jew haters coming together to make this about the Jews. It's pretty good. So Nick Fuentes was pressed on this on his stream, and he had this to say. Because they pressed him on it because he was like, yo, you were always against immigration. Why are you Why are you kind of changing sides? Just because the public narrative is kind of heading that direction. And this is what he had to say.
I work hard. I own my own small business. I love this country. I voted for Trump. Man, I love based Hispanics, though. Based Hispanics.
True. He's right.
Are with us, okay?
Yeah.
And how many Hispanics are with us on all this stuff?
I wonder why he says that. His name is Nick Fuentes, by the way. I wonder why. Right, remember, this dude, he's openly racist, right? He says that everyone's inferior races. Like, he directly is a white nationalist, okay? He calls himself a white nationalist.
You know, they really are our closest ally. And honestly,
they're the closest ally, baby.
A lot of Hispanics are more based than white people.
Holy shit.
A lot of Hispanics are far more based than white people.
Wow.
You want to know why?
Why? Tell us.
All of the visible racists.
This is the reason why Hispanics are better than some white people is because some Hispanics are fucking racist. All right, don't worry. It gets better. It gets better. Dude, this he's great. Every time I watch a clip of him, I'm just like, holy shit. I get why he has an audience.
Andrew Tate.
So real, so true. Convicted rapist in England. True.
Myron Gaines.
Also so true, right? Yes. He's not Hispanic. Okay, anyway, moving on. Neither is Andrew Tate. Anyway.
Nick Fuentes.
Oh, himself, right? He's based, right? Obviously.
Kanye West.
Oh, of course, Kanye West. He's so based, known for his mental clarity and astute analytical skills, right? Kanye West.
The artist formerly known as...
Right, of course, obviously.
Candace Owens.
Candace Owens. She thinks Jews invented dinosaurs to trick Christians into thinking God isn't real, which is retarded because obviously God is real and invented dinosaurs all by himself. He did not need the help of the Jews. Like, what are we talking about? All right, so now you think, all right, so he cooked. This is crazy, all right? He must be, this is wild. But don't worry, it gets better.
Where are all the white racist anti-Semites? Is there even one?
Terrible stuff. So honestly, I think it is definitely important to recognize that he's making good points. There are not enough white people that hate Jews, unlike the based Hispanics. Now, the other thing he said, and I thought this was in this clip, but apparently I saved the wrong clip, is that, get ready to lose your mind, get ready to be shocked. He wants the deportation ban, all right? He wants to ban immigration, but he specifically wants to ban the immigration of Jews. I don't know if I'll find this. But he specifically said that is what he actually wants to do. I found the clip.
It was a complete 180. It's so fast, it's like I got
so
whiplash.
long.
I broke my neck. That's how fast. And if I merely observe that this has taken place...
All right, dude, we have to
Let
go
me
faster.
raise you one more.
Oh, here we go.
Okay?
All right.
Matt Walsh and Charlie Kirk said they're against third world immigration.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
Oh.
I don't know what the third world is.
He doesn't know.
What's the third world? Earth?
What?
What's the third world? Are you referring to
Got
the
him.
planet Earth?
Oh, God, he's cooking.
Are you referring to the classification of countries during the Cold War? I don't know what the third world is.
Wow, he's so intelligent.
I'm not in favor of an immigration moratorium from the third world. I'm in favor of an immigration moratorium from non-white countries.
Oh.
Non-white
All right.
countries that are not white. I don't know what is the first, second, and third world. I don't know what that means. I think I know what that means.
I think everyone knows what that means.
Referring to some anachronistic classification system from the Cold War.
True.
But I think that lacks specificity. So let me call your third world immigration moratorium.
God, he's calling
them.
them.
Let me raise you one. No immigration from non-white countries. Let's be simple. This is a white country. This should remain a white country. We should deport illegal immigrants to sustain the white demographics. We should cease immigration from non-white countries for the same purpose. Will you call me? Will you match me now?
Bro, they don't even know who you are.
Are we on the same
They weren't
page?
talking to
Or
you,
are you
bro.
going to counter-signal that immigration moratorium? While
Did you get
Charlie
to the fun
Kirk.
part?
I think that Jews aren't white.
There we go.
So I think as long as we're
That's
on the
what I'm
subject,
talking
we
about.
shouldn't have any more immigration
No
of
more
Jews in the United
Damn.
States. As a matter of fact,
It always comes back to the Jews. It always ends up back with the Jews.
I think that if Jews aren't loyal to America, I think they should leave too.
Damn.
I think any Mexican flag waving Mexican, Palestinian flag waving Arab.
That's right. If you wave a flag, you're fucked, bro.
Every Israel flag waving Jew.
Damn.
I think they should all go home.
Yeah, so he's been cooking, all right? I'm not even joking. He's been cooking. But he's not the only person that's been cooking. Lots of people have been, in fact, cooking. You get the retards on the left, you get the retards on the right. It's pretty fucking awesome. And because I am actually on the side of enforcing the law and not allowing America to burn down, I've been getting mega fucking giga canceled on Twitter from the most peaceful leftists you will ever see. All right, so this is a guy saying Nuxanor is an Israeli-Canadian-American who lives in Israel. Untrue. I am a Canadian-American who lives in the United States. But as you can see, I'm blocked. This guy blocked me. But this has 2.5 million views. This has 2.1 million views. So that's 4.5 million views on that one. All right. We get, of course, Nux Taku is an Israeli with 700,000 views. Like that's definitely a reason to come give me death threats, because I got thousands of death threats over the last couple of days. It's crazy. I am an artist from Israel. I am not, but that's fine. Okay. All right. Then they keep going. They continued the fucking fan theories. The fan theories got better and better as we keep going. Nuxtaku, Emi Ashiro is one of the worst anime protagonists ever, who makes Kirito look like a work of art. The Hamas missile launcher aimed at his brother's window. They are writing fan fiction about how my brother was murdered. Thank God my brother's okay. Thank God. This is weird. Here's another one. Ha, all those Mexicans should go back where they came from. Ha, make sure to sub so we can own the Twitch thoughts. I don't remember ever saying this, but I do think that illegal immigrants should be kicked out. Ha, his brother in Gaza after Hamas missile salvo gets aimed directly at his entire platoon. I don't even know what's happening. I don't even know what's going on. Like, these are the mostly peaceful protesters. Holy crap. There is no shot. Nuxtaku's brother was an IDF soldier who got smoked by Hamas. You guys gotta be fucking with me. Ha, we got him. Ha, the funniest thing. Ha, it's true. It's not true. Okay, anyway, like they're cooking. I don't know what they're cooking, but they're cooking something. It's kind of crazy. So anyway, I've been getting mega canceled all over Twitter for saying that people that break laws should be punished for the laws that they break, you know, because I actually believe in maintaining a society. So this has been the social media meltdown shit that's been happening. It's been pretty crazy. I did have a family member that was murdered by Hamas, by the way, not invading Gaza like all these people like saying, but because Hamas are terrorists and they killed him on October 7th and it was fucking horrible, and Hamas are terrorists because, you know, I am Jewish and I therefore do have family in Israel, like most Jews do. But yeah, anyway, the conspiracy theory, it definitely evolved. It's crazy how it went. So the amount of death threats I've been getting have been unreal. And we're making fun of retards on this channel, so that is absolutely what we're going to keep doing. Thank you for the 50 gifted subs, Emerson. Holy fucking shit. So lock in, boys and girl, because that was covering the situation on the internet, all right? Don't worry, I'm not offended by people on Twitter. I actually have real-world situations that are actually relatively important. Not the fucking retards on Twitter that throw spitballs at my windows. Yeah, they are not even remotely important to my life. Don't worry, gamers. It all is good. My mental health is the best it's ever been. But let's talk about the actual retards rioting on the streets of Los Angeles, not just the retards rioting on the internet.
All these LA rioters were having fun, running around looting, until Koreans started trending in California, as the LAPD apparently deployed their own rooftop Korean
Yo, I didn't know they did this! Oh god, dude, this is fucking hilarious. Dude, I love when people fuck around and find out. It's just one of my favorite things. Calling people retards when they're retards, and when they fuck around, watching them find out.
Detail to watch over the massive amounts of protesters taking over the streets that eventually spilled onto the 101 freeway, as it's basically LA tradition to block traffic whenever you're mad at something else.
True! This is illegal and it should be punished.
So now,
the roofs are speaking Korean again.
The city deployed their armored cowboy cop cavalry to...
The fuck is this, Canada? They got people on horseback. They blocked the road, so they had to bring out the horses. Holy shit.
Clash with the EBT class.
Bro. Wait.
Class.
Dude, did you see that graffiti? Dude, look at this graffiti. Not the big booty Latinas. Okay, you know, I don't like vandalism, but no, I don't like vandalism. But someone was cooking.
But sadly, their counterattacks scared the horses.
Bro. Bro, they were shooting fireworks at horses! That's insane. That's insane.
So these mounted police played polo on their faces.
As they should. They're violent. Fuck them. I don't know. Again, I know I get canceled every single time I cover these riots, and I actually have I have empathy for the victims as opposed to empathy for the terrorists. For some reason, people lose their shit and cancel me on Twitter. They've invented full backstories for me, which is kind of crazy. But yeah.
Then smashed out some windows for good measure.
God damn. Oh! God damn.
Now, of course, this 6-second clip doesn't look good.
Nope.
But it's not like these cowboy cops just popped out of nowhere. Because if you drove to a riot to hand out snacks and drinks like a soccer mom for insurrection, then saw those same rioters setting off explosions at the horses that are slowly marching towards you saying, "Move your car," I don't really feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't know. I think it's really important to have moral clarity on these situations, and I really feel like for some reason the far left has lost their shit. And that way, by the way, it turns out that the Democratic approval rating right now is 20%. 20%!
As a mob marched onto the freeway, waving all the flags of the countries they demand they not be sent to. But when CHP responded, those coppers got trapped under the bridge.
What?
Rocks, or it looks like
a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah, concrete.
No, dude.
You know, another scooter has now been.
Bro, they're dropping giant chunks of concrete onto cops? That's fucking insanity.
Thrown. You
there
saw
you go, throw,
see this
smoke.
throw. Yeah, smoke up there.
But the protesters were prepared for tear gas, deploying a leaf blower to send it right back, as
Oh
they're
my.
destroying the streets to collect more rocks
They're destroying the streets to get rocks to throw them at cops. Oh my god. And the media still calls this peaceful. The media still calls this peaceful.
to throw at the cops.
Yeah, they could kill someone for sure. This is definitely lethal force. They don't care. These are evil people. These are godless people.
And they almost took one of them out. With the first rock knocking off his helmet,
Oh my god! If that dude wasn't wearing a helmet, he'd be dead.
and the next one nearly taking off his head.
Holy shit. Oh my lord. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, I don't understand. It's shocking. It's shocking to see this happen. I don't know why these people aren't actually getting arrested en masse. Like, for real. This is insane. Like, this is a cop who has a wife and kids that saw their dad almost get literally murdered. Like, this is insane. Holy shit. It's shocking. My chat's asking why they didn't open fire. Well, I mean, for many reasons, including the fact that they don't want to kill anybody. Also, probably the fact that they would literally get stormed and murdered if this actually escalated that way. Like, it's crazy. But this is, like, actually lethal force against these people. I don't know, are these people brainwashed? Or are they just insurrectionist fucks? Like, it's crazy to see this happen. Oh my god. Also, they can't just shoot a crowd, bro.
One of these cosplay revolutionaries is really gonna hurt somebody and spend the rest of their life in federal prison, all because they didn't have anything better to do on a Monday afternoon. But before that, they're just causing hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of damages.
Yep.
That in
Oh, that's for sure millions of dollars of damages. What are you talking about?
theory, their own tax dollars will go to repairing.
Congratulations, guys. You played yourself. Well, in theory, is because the illegal immigrants aren't all paying taxes. If they're illegally in the country, then they're probably not going to be paying that much taxes. Obviously.
But nah, that's probably not happening, so they're trying to set fire to those vehicles. And even when they tried to put it out, the cops kept getting pelted by projectiles. But eventually, the LAPD began to take back the freeway, and even though they're deploying tear gas, why won't they ever employ blue dye so they can track these guys?
So based. Oh my god, they absolutely should do that. Oh my god. They absolutely should do that. Literally, yes.
So after being commanded to disperse, if they show up to the next location looking like a smurf, they immediately know who the bad actors are. And their work.
I think that would be an incredible idea. I don't know why they didn't do that. Absolutely, they should do that shit. Oh my god. I don't know. I feel like everyone's kind of scared to escalate this a little further. They're scared. I think the cops are scared of the protesters, and I don't blame them. They should be. Yeah, I literally think they're scared. Because if this escalates, this becomes an actual bloodbath. Like, these are violent people. Violent people that want the ICE officers dead. You have to realize, they want them dead. They're using rhetoric, talking like the, you know, they use Hamas terrorist talking points here, calling them Nazis and shit. This is wild.
For bad actors, smashing up those Waymo automated taxis.
Yeah.
So they can do a photo shoot while waving a Mexican flag with a headband.
That's the craziest shit ever. Like, this is exactly everything going on here. Pick a struggle, bro. He's wearing a Hamas armband, a Mexican flag. Like, what are you doing?
Of not Spanish text, as they burned.
Because it's never been. A lot of these people are not fighting for the cause. They're fighting because they were brainwashed into thinking this is revolution and it's what they need to do.
At least 4 brand new Waymos costing over $100,000 each.
That's crazy.
Where now there's a massive migration of Waymo
All the Waymos are leaving. The Waymos are leaving. Oh my god.
Jaguars fleeing the city of LA. Now this isn't the biggest issue, but it's a clear example of how cities that cater to crime clear out any potential for innovation, or at the very least, peaceful civilization.
Yeah, it's almost like you actually need laws. It's almost like you need laws and you need to enforce laws. It's crazy how that happens. I don't know, man. I think this destruction of property and theft is like actual incarceratable crimes. I don't know why it's not being taken seriously. Bro, they fucking killed Waymos, bro. They should be arrested. I don't understand. Is this a result of schooling, of colleges, of foreign money that comes in? I mean, let's be real. We all know that billions of dollars of foreign money went into schools. Like, it's insane.
As it's impossible to invent the technology of the future when your city looks like the third world. As even outside City Hall, the mob started putting up their barricades made out of blue benches, essentially creating
Those are not blue benches.
a no-go zone around City Hall.
Dude, naked.
Also, they can have a little mini motorcycle meet. And in other places, the protesters are dancing. This only looks stupid because it is stupid. But you only think that because you have a purpose. As this wasn't stopping anybody.
I don't understand, how do these people do this? Like, how do you have nothing happening with your life that you feel like it's important to commit a crime and insurrect against the government? Like, who do you think you're doing a favor to? It's absolutely shocking. I really think in the Trump administration, we're going to see like a turnaround from like this entire mindset.
With the riot police easily bursting through their siege.
Dude, crazy. Dude.
And just inside,
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's not enough. It's literally not enough. It's crazy to see this happen. And it's crazy to know that it's not enough. Like, every people that they don't capture is just going to be a sleeper agent for the next riot. And slowly but surely, with more and more people coming out of schools, falling for indoctrination from whatever fucking commie bullshit place they actually learned all this stuff, like, it's insane.
LA Mayor Bass makes a speech where you can actually hear the explosions outside.
We're working with officials, we're organizing resources, but what we're seeing in Los Angeles is chaos that is provoked by the administration.
And she repeatedly blamed Trump.
And I don't want
Dude, how do you fucking do this shit? Like, your city's a mess, man. What are you talking about?
people to fall into the chaos that I believe is being created by the administration.
Oh my god! She literally looks like the smiling Titan from Attack on Titan.
Unnecessarily.
So even California Governor Gavin Newsom followed suit.
God!
Fox News is calling it the LA riots. Is it a peaceful protest? What's happening? What are you seeing?
Well, I mean, look, Donald Trump has created the conditions you see on your TV tonight. He's exacerbated the conditions. He's, lit the proverbial match. He's putting fuel on this fire.
How dare Donald Trump make your residents burn those robot taxis? And why would Donald Trump order your rioters to beat up the other rioters?
Because this is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. None of this means anything. Like, calm down. It's all okay. Everything's fine. Everything's okay. Just calm down. It's all okay. Nothing's happening. Nothing ever happens. This is crazy. And it's gonna get worse, by the way. It's only gonna get worse. Like, they're globalizing the intifada for real. They're actually doing the thing that they said that they were gonna be doing this entire fucking time. That's the craziest part. Holy shit. And the officers are outnumbered. There's 3 genders for every officer. They're literally outnumbered by the fucking woke assholes.
As Donald Trump's 4D move makes this militia shut down the streets in your city, the chant F Mayor Karen Bass and F Governor Gavin Newsom.
Dude, the craziest thing is, the governor and the mayor are doing everything in their power to appease these protesters and rioters, but they fucking hate them. They hate them too, okay? They don't like the governors and mayors. They hate them just as much, bro. Oh my lord. They want anarchy. They want chaos. Dude, it's crazy. It's so fucking insane.
Karen Bass and Gavin Newsom keep complaining about Trump when he's realistically the only thing keeping the mobs from getting them. But no, Newsom being stupid is his brand, as his priority today is
I saw
suing
this.
President Donald
Let's
Trump
go,
for
dude.
manufacturing his California crisis. as Gavin wants to gaslight you into thinking there were no riots until Trump deployed the National Guard. But as Anthony clearly shows us, they were destroying the city well before Trump got involved.
Completely true.
And what's just a masterpiece of idiocy. Actor James Woods shows us burning cop cars in LA, but Newscum retweets it saying,
"Oh God, I saw this. This is the funniest shit in the world."
this video is from 2020.
Wow, you really showed them. You really showed them. You really showed them.
And Dalton points out, yes, this video isn't from 2025 when Newsom let LA burn. It's from 2020 when Newsom let LA burn.
True! You have a history of doing this. And clearly, by the way, clearly, whatever you did in 2020 wasn't enough.
As plenty of other replies reminded him that his city is indeed currently
And this one's 2025. Very similar picture.
burning. Gavin Newsom is like if gaslighting was a person, as they first tried to lie and say, these are peaceful people protesting peacefully. Nobody is burning any cars. Oh, okay. Maybe they are burning cars.
So the thing about Gavin Newsom is he's like an actual cartoon villain. He's been gaslighting people constantly for years. Like, a lot of you don't know this. Gavin Newsom was like super woke, right? He was saying you absolutely trans people in female sports, trans people in female sports. He's been saying that for years. He had a discussion with Charlie Kirk and he said, no, of course trans people shouldn't be in female sports. It's like, motherfucker, you really think you're gonna get away with this shit?
But they're just having fun.
And turn what is just a
Also, I'm pretty sure he slept with his secretary's wife. But anyway.
bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into a massive confrontation and altercation between
Oh, his campaign manager's wife, my bad.
officers.
A bunch of people having fun watching cars burn is the new
Having fun watching cars burn? What the retardation did I just hear? Like, do these people hear themselves? There's no, and the thing is, they're so brain rotted that they need to express their support for the retards. Now, this is some Greta Thunberg levels of environmentalism right here. Environmentally retarded, that's for sure.
fiery but mostly peaceful. And no matter how much you hate the mainstream media,
You don't hate them enough.
As they're now saying, this footage isn't even recent.
A lot of these algorithms are surfacing hours old or even days old content. So you might be looking at a video of something, wondering what's
They're really trying to gaslight you, bro. They're really trying so hard to gaslight you.
happening in LA. It's actually from 2 days ago.
Good to know it's not pertinent if my vehicle was burned a couple hours ago,
True.
or maybe even yesterday.
True.
Who thinks you being able to
Wow, you are getting so trolled by social media because you see this car on fire, this car that's on fire? This happened yesterday, okay? You think this happened today? No, it happened yesterday. Hours ago, maybe even. All right, listen. No, you're not going to drive to work tomorrow, but it's not because of what happened today. It's because of what happened yesterday.
remember things is the real problem. That is, when they're not having the mayor on to lie to you about other things.
I think that our law enforcement officers can handle this situation.
Oh, really?
And a couple hours later, the LAPD chief said the exact opposite.
We are overwhelmed as far as the number of people out there engaged in this.
Bro, the LAPD chief is like, we are overwhelmed. And Karen Bass is like, they got this. They got this. They got this. It's like, no, we don't got this. They got this. They got this.
Type of activity and the type of things that they're doing.
But don't worry. Democrat congresswoman from some other state is saying,
Vegeta telling Krillin, all right, you hold off Frieza. All right, you hold off Frieza. I got shit to do. You got this. You got this, Krillin. You got this, bro. You got, I'm telling, I know. You got this. You got this. Absolutely. I trust you.
LAPD is lying.
I was surprised at the way that the police chief was describing all of this. There had been no violence where anybody that was protesting hit anybody.
Because nobody is out there
No one hit anybody. All right, dude.
smashing the windshields of squad cars, bashing out the back windows
Listen, those windows might have, you know, just fallen apart themselves because of the fascist government? Question mark.
their undercover SUVs, threatening to tamper with their food.
You go to cover, Nick. I'm fake. I know you do, dog.
Bro, dude, you got Mexican illegal immigrants calling black police officers the N-word. And somehow the woke people are cool with this. Dog, what the fuck? Some random guy says the N-word, you ruin his life over that shit. And here you get somebody saying the N-word and you're okay with it. Because at least they're saying it against a cop?
Spit on your plate. I put on your plate. Your family, your kids. That's how it is. I can't sleep comfortably because of you.
And that
Can't sleep comfortably because of you. Well, if you're illegally in the country, you could sleep very comfortably wherever you came from.
restaurant Cava is screwed, as either they ignore this, making every conservative in a
True. It's literally, they got them. They got him with the Schrodinger's douchebag. It's like, do you support the rioter that also said the N-word and therefore end up accidentally supporting the N-word? Or Or do you support getting rid of him, but then you're supporting ICE? That's crazy.
America concerned that their restaurant will do disgusting things to their dishes, or they immediately and publicly fire him and everybody else participating in these protests, and then they likely lose the angry mobs on the left. Either way they lose, just because one idiot decided to say he recognized one cop from work in a speech saying he's so tough, but then also admitting he can't sleep at night because he's scared. As the mobs try to
Sounds like some pussy shit. These be the most pathetic pussy terrorists of all time. They're all sitting there drinking soy milk, acting strong, and then the cops show up and they all start screaming and yelling, "Aye! I'm the victim! Aye!" They're literally using the fucking, like, actual, like, Islamic terrorist strategies. You know? It's like, we are the agitators and the aggressors and the instigators, but also simultaneously the victims. It's crazy.
use identifying them as a threat.
Y'all better watch your families too. Traitor! Y'all ain't safe at all. We're gonna dox you.
That's literally just threatening a crime. Wait, how?
We're gonna dox you.
And these aren't
holy shit, holy dumbass, Batman.
Idle threats, as that scanner account originally dropped addresses of federal buildings, but then released hotel
Yeah, I saw this. I covered this. That's crazy.
information on where ICE agents were allegedly staying, until somebody turned around and shared his address, where he
Nice.
thought that was unacceptable.
Awkward.
And then Insider Wire found his real name,
Awkward.
showing paperwork that suggests he's had a felony stalking conviction.
Yeah, against a protected class, by the way.
That he apparently wanted that post immediately.
He messaged him, remove that post. Bro, remove that post immediately. Fafo. Oh my god. Oh god. Listen, we do not support doxing here. But in this specific instance, Fafo, for real.
Removed, then posting a formal apology stating he should not have posted those addresses, and if
Yeah, you don't say. And then he deletes his account and goes to jail. Love that.
he has broken the law, he'll turn himself in.
Yeah, and then he deleted his account and a judge issued an arrest warrant for this guy. It's absolutely fucking crazy.
And completely deleting his account. Now I don't like the idea.
Oh, he doesn't include that? Yeah, they put out a actual arrest warrant on this guy. The judge order
Of people doxing each other back and forth.
I agree. I also don't. I don't like the doxing dynamic shit either. I think it's gross. And it's definitely going to cause violence. And I actually believe in a little thing called the law. However, it's fucking hilarious.
It's just sad that he thought he could get away with any of this, when he was openly posting his real name and actually putting federal agents in harm's way, completely oblivious that the feds aren't playing games.
And that's one thing that I'm actually really happy about. The feds aren't playing games. I think they're not going hard enough, though, to be honest. I think it's completely unacceptable. And I think every person that actually does take part in these violent protests and violent riots and actual vandalization, every single one of them should be punished. I really don't see a world where you could let these people get away with it, or else they'll just do this again the next time this shit happens. And next time it'll be even worse.
LAPD is more than over their head, and with the National Guard already supplementing local law enforcement, it's an entirely different story when the 700 US Marines are deployed in the streets.
Alright, dude.
Where we already see military helicopters patrolling the city.
Oh.
And it's not just the rioters and their supporters, but the director of ICE, Tom Homan, suggests he may go after Mayor Bass.
Oh, god damn! Bro is not playing.
You cross that line. It's a felony to knowingly harbor and conceal an illegal alien. It's a felony to impede law enforcement from doing their job.
Do you think that the mayor of LA is doing that?
If she crossed that line, we'll ask DOJ
Oh, shit.
to prosecute. Do I think she's crossed the line? I don't think she's crossed the line yet.
With Trump stating he should go after Gavin Newsom.
Yep.
What crime has Governor Newsom committed?
He got elected.
The crime has he committed? I think his primary crime is running for governor.
Such a fucking crazy move.
Because he's done such a bad job.
To which Newsom pretends he isn't scared.
Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over
Please do it. Please fucking do it. Please do it, bro.
with. Tough guy.
But is clearly very scared.
Can I just add, and this is why
Oh, look at this guy. Look at this tough guy. Look at him. Oh, is he gonna cry?
the president, just get it over with. Arrest me. Move on.
Now I know Newsom thinks he's running for president, so he wants to pull a Trump.
Bro, dude, they do not they have just given the conservatives the next election. Right? You do realize that, right? Like, Newsom's face is gonna be on a fucking billboard as a reason to not vote for the Democrats. I'm crying like a little bitch.
And get arrested defending some liberal talking point. But that only works if the arrest is unjust, not over crimes we clearly see with our own eyes. As I think Trump should straight send Gavin to Guantanamo, because either way they're gonna call Trump a dictator, so might as well earn that title.
That is a crazy perspective. But I don't know, man. I would call this an insurrection. I really think this is an actual insurrection. Like, dude, it's foreign powers waving flags, trying to overthrow the government. I really think it's an insurrection. And this is a guy that is defending it.
And as all these people are desperate to not suffer Gavin's same fate, being detained and shipped far away, they should just become American citizens the right way and just go on 90-Day Fiancé.
Yeah.
And again, like as I record this video...
Again, it's super important to note, super freaking important to note, there are legal immigrants in America that are the best fucking people ever. It is tragic that the media is lying and manipulating people into thinking that this is like some sort of crazy Nazi fascist movement coming out there to destroy people because of racism. It's not. It's actually order fighting chaos. It is crazy. It has never been so obvious in American politics who the good guys are and who the bad guys are. But yeah, anyway, apparently it got even crazier than that.
Los Angeles isn't seeing rampant looting. This is just undocumented shopping.
That is crazy, bro. Undocumented shopping. Yeah, tell me how looting fucking stores is gonna help liberate America. How is that gonna save the immigrants?
As first, they looted the Jordan stores of its sneakers.
Weird.
And snuck in Zara to steal some cheap clothes.
Nice.
Moving on to the Apple store to steal some phones. Even though they already know, once stolen, the devices are completely useless. So they went back to the Adidas store to steal some sweatpants.
This is crazy. Oh my god. That dude bent down to pick up an extra pair of pants. Dude, rip bozos, get him.
That'll sure teach those sneakers.
I'm telling you, these are actually people just cosplaying insurrectionists because they feel like the government isn't going to be able to do anything to them. They gots to do stuff to this, bro. That is so fucked.
To not deploy the feds into their neighborhoods. And in case you're wondering what stealing cell phones and sneakers accomplishes that looting work boots or textbooks don't, we solved that in an earlier episode.
Why do you think bookstores were never looted and robbed during BLM riots?
Yeah.
Because black people, we enjoy education.
Right.
Oh, they weren't.
Right.
They weren't. That's the point. But why would we loot bookstores?
Why would you loot designer stores?
That only sounds stupid because it is stupid.
True.
As the looters don't care if you're a multinational corporation or just some locally owned jewelry store.
Oh, they're in.
This is some random local jewelry store. This isn't about some sort of political message of fighting the rich. And even, by the way, if it was, they should all go to jail anyway. It's completely irrelevant. It doesn't even fucking matter. But this is brutal. This is brutally insane.
Oh. And as this street journalist was just recording the looting in public, these peaceful protesters beat him.
Bro, what the fuck?
They even tried to rob Nick Shirley in broad daylight.
Oh my god. Tries to steal and breaks microphone. What the fuck, dude? This is insane.
And attacking anybody the mob didn't like.
They're chasing a MAGA.
Bro, they're attacking people with American flags. What the fuck, dude? What a peaceful protest. Holy shit. Yeah, goddamn.
Trying to attack.
So much for being peaceful people, as sadly the attacks weren't even the worst part about this. It's the looting that's likely the most damaging, where local business owners are losing everything.
It's so tragic. It is so tragic. What do you fucking do about this shit? Like, these people are like actually evil people. Like, genuinely actually evil people. Obviously, it's not every person that wants to protest. Like, obviously, you have the right to protest. But when it gets to actually committing crimes, if there's no punishment, it's just basically incentivizing them to do it again later.
But it is the small, the mom and pop businesses that have also been looted. Nimat, I mean, you have tears in your eyes.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Of what they've done to your business.
Very bad.
Dude, and this is a legal immigrant who came in here, tried to make a better life for himself, started up a fucking business, and they ruined his life.
It is 1 week is a riot, and people of the transgender or other things, and they close the business, and nobody can come inside.
With several such cases.
Bro, look at this shit. All right, I think gamers, We need the mafia back. We need the mafia back in LA, bro. I don't know what's going on. This is fucking crazy, dude. Holy shit.
All because the Democrats decided that President Trump can't get a win, so let's pretend we don't have a riot on our hands and sacrifice the entire life's work of actual Americans.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy looking at this happening in real life. And they think they're the good guys. What level of brainwashing is required for them to think they're the good guys?
As some locations were lucky and LAPD was nearby.
Oh my god. Dude, it's not enough. And remember, you have to realize people like Hasan Piker, all right? People like Hasan Piker on fucking Twitch, all right? The largest leftist political streamer. He will say that they kidnapped him illegally, right? He says that you have people that are illegally kidnapped in these protests. This is fucking retarded. Like, it is insane watching the media spin lies over, like, genuine, real-life anarchy.
But what the heck does looting a sushi restaurant have to do with anything?
Because it's not about the sushi restaurant, bro. It's not about any of that. None of that matters. They just like the crime and the chaos and the fucking, the depravity, the debauchery, the fucking lawlessness. God damn, this is insane. This is like an actual culture problem in America.
They must have heard that sushi's served with ice and just started smashing, as that's Otoro Sushi in Little Tokyo. They're run by Japanese chefs from Japan and only have 3.
Dude, every time I watch Decoy Voice, he pops into my chat. How do you know, bro? How do you sense it? You only show up when I'm watching your videos, man. Dude, I don't know, man. What do you think? Spider Sense. I'll be real, bro. There is a culture problem in America. These are fucking sleeper agents, okay? These are people that were pushing their fucking Hamas talking points. Hey, listen, from Mexico to Gaza, globalize the Intifada shit, right? And they are pushing this shit. They are internalizing this ridiculous level of just actual bullshit into their systems, into their rhetoric, and they're being defended by massive swaths of people. Massive swaths of people. On the internet, in real life, their fucking governor. Like, and they get away with this shit, you know? They just dehumanize the right in America. You dehumanize Trump. You dehumanize anyone that actually likes the fucking country. Dehumanize all those assholes. Holy shit, dude. And then you justify actual acts of terrorism. And anyone that isn't punished properly to the full extent of the law is just gonna sit there as a sleeper agent waiting for the next riot and insurrection. It is wild. And the craziest thing is that people are canceling me on Twitter for like what I think are the most basic takes in the universe. Like, if you beat up a cop, you should go to jail. Or if you rob a store, you should go to jail. Like the most, listen, it was not a good day. Not a good day for the voice. Listen, what can I say? What can I say, bro? It wasn't easy. What can I say? Yeah, so I don't know. I think it's an actual genuine problem, and it needs to be enforced because that's why countries have laws, bro. That's why countries have laws. Anyway.
Locations that can only stay open 5 days a week for 5 hours a day, so I wouldn't be surprised if their profit margins were so razor thin they could never open again. But sadly, the Democrats aren't interested in protecting those type of immigrants.
They're not interested in protecting anything that's not the message that needs to be pushed, because that's what they're pushing. They're only pushing the fucking message every single time.
They'll only bend over backwards to defend them, and they're
because that's the message on social media. They just fall for the radical fucks every time. It's the same thing with the trans people in female sports. Like, it's a stupid example. It's an obvious stupid example, but that is absolutely what's going on, bro. It's the same retards every time. It's like that is something that anyone with even remote common sense thinks is retarded. But they jump for it because they saw a tweet with 10,000 likes that said to do it. Go voice in my chat says he thinks it's SSRIs. That's the antidepressant shit, right? I don't think so. I'm sure it contributes to some of these people, but nah, dude, there's no way. There's no way.
Shift mortars, letting them peacefully beat the crap out of each other in the streets.
It's so peaceful.
And even pop off a couple paintball rounds at the police lines. As the left-wing news media first claimed, they're just having fun watching cars burn.
What is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into...
They're just having fun watching cars burn, okay? Okay. I'm on SSRIs. I don't feel the urge to riot. Yeah. No, I think it's like, it's an indoctrination thing for sure. I think it's an indoctrination thing. I think that's what it comes from, largely.
Democrat Congresswoman declaring there was no violence.
There was no violence. I was on the street. I know.
And now stating it's just the exuberance of the moment.
Whether you see a burned car or a broken window or whatever it is, it may be the exuberance of the moment.
How fiery but
Dude,
mostly peaceful
insane.
became the exuberance of the moment is just a prime example of how stupid they think their voter base is. Is anybody actually paying?
Dude, the thing is about these lies is that everyone knows their lies. Everyone knows it. It's the open secret that the Democrats need to tell right now, because how could they admit that half of their fucking voter base are retarded, right? So, like, they have to lie about that. Everyone knows that's not true. Even they know it's not true. Even the people listening to it knows it's not true. They're just saying the talking points that they need to say to defend people violently rioting to insurrect against the government.
Attention knows what's really going on, and no matter how many times they
you have actual retards on Twitter saying, well, California used to be Mexico, so technically it's the Mexicans' land before us. It's like, fuck the Native Americans, am I right, guys? This is conquistador time. That's what we need to be talking about. Yeah
need to rephrase their lies. It can't change the fact that they've officially lost the city, somehow thinking that this
that's gonna work
will stop the raids.
Oh, they're dancing in public. It's over.
Stop with the ice raids. If ICE shows up, do not resist, claim your rights.
I want to kill myself sometimes, you know?
Stay silent.
Hey, you, the guy that's about to write something disgusting in my comment section.
I wasn't, I was just gonna kill myself.
Stop it. Get some help.
But the Democrats' plan to stop the riots was even dumber.
But the real solution of all of this is for the administration to stop the raids.
Yes, because obviously less law enforcement makes less crimes happen, Karen. It's like, the craziest thing is you hear this argument all the time. It's like, statistically, why are more black men arrested than white men per capita? And the answer would be, well, because there's more crimes committed, right? You only arrest people when they commit crimes. And the answers are always, no, what do you mean? There's just more police officers in black neighborhoods. They have to get rid of all police. And it's like, wait, hold on. What the fuck? Wait. Everyone going to jail committed a crime, right? Like, again, it's tragic because I think a lot of it comes from, like, sad family values, fatherless homes. Like, there's so many different things that contribute to so many different times. And obviously, I mean, I could use the I have black friends argument as many times as I want, but there are issues in society, everywhere in society. And just removing law enforcement is not the way to get less people to commit crimes, ever.
Doubling down on that statement.
We need to stop the raids. This should not be happening in our city. The only thing it does is contribute to chaos. This was chaos that was started at Washington, D.C.
I'm telling you, they know this is not true and they just push it anyway.
It's crazy how she's literally asking Trump to let the rioters hold the city hostage until he gives in to their demands of not enforcing our country's laws. Basically admitting she cannot control the city, all the more reason that the military needs to come in and save it. But now their argument against Trump restoring order to the city is that the deployment of the National Guard and Marines will cost $134 million.
Bro, what the fuck? Everyone talking about cutting government spending and then this shit happens? Oh my lord.
Conveniently forgetting that California already spends $8.4 billion,
wow!
or over 800% more, on health benefits for undocumented residents.
Oh, good catch, bro. Oh, Lord. True. Oh, my fucking God, dude. Yeah, well, I mean, hey, listen. How dare you complain over the $134 million whatever being spent? $1 million. When 8 times that is being spent on Medicaid for illegal immigrants that should not be getting Medicaid.
This year alone, it's that same argument of building a wall is too expensive, so let's just load 10 times that amount on EBT accounts to hand out. True. So I'm glad our ICE director doesn't care and will continue the raids.
As a matter of fact, we got over 100 teams out today enforcing immigration law, and we're going to flood the zone.
80 times. Did I say 8 times? I meant 80 times. Damn.
I've said for a month, sanctuary cities. You don't want us to arrest these bad guys that you just listed out. We could arrest them in the safety and security of a county jail.
Yeah, they could have arrested them years ago. This shit never needed to happen if they just enforced the law as shit went on. It's almost like this was planned. It was planned to have this giant fucking sleeper cell army of illegal immigrants in the country for whatever reason. Who knows what reason? Maybe for voter fraud purposes. Who knows?
But they won't
Maybe because these people are getting Democrats more seats. Who knows?
let us into jail. They release them into the community, which means we got to send a whole bunch of teams in the community to find this dangerous person that don't want to be found.
So if anything, the raids in LA have only increased in frequency, proudly posting whenever they make an arrest. As I really think Holman knows.
Wait, I'm sorry. I have to do this. Wait. What did he say here? Hold on.
Order to the city is that the deployment of the National Guard and Marines will cost $134 million.
All right.
Conveniently forgetting that California already spends $8.4 billion,
Right.
or over 800% more, on health.
800% more. So he got the math wrong. I just repeated him like an idiot. Yeah, it's okay. All right, listen. He's beating the Asians are good at math allegations. Whatever. It's okay. No one's perfect. Whatever. It's all right. It's okay. I'm sorry about it. Anyway.
In the jail, they release them into the community, which means we got to send a whole bunch of teams in the community to find this dangerous person that don't want to be found.
So if anything, the raids in LA have only increased in frequency, proudly posting whenever they make an arrest. As I really think Holman knows. Either way, he's gonna get bad press.
Dude, at this point, fuck the press. Like, why do we even care anymore? They call Trump Hitler for the last decade. Like, why are we still playing this game?
So might as well go all in on completing the mission. The problem is, like what initiated this in Minneapolis, where apparently the rioters mistook a drug bust for an ICE raid.
Bro, stop.
And even to today, Reddit is out there warning their communities of ICE activity, even if it turns out just to be the local police fulfilling a student's Make-A-Wish dream with
no shot, dude.
their SWAT team. And even when the
Bro, this was not an enforcement action. It was a little boy named Toby with leukemia. Oh my fucking god. It's like, dude, there is zero law enforcement in this entire city right now because the entire city is mobilized to take down these cops. Listen, I do not endorse violence. I don't want anyone to be vandalizing anybody else's houses, but if it has to be somebody's house. I know a $3 million mansion in Beverly Hills that a socialist would love to give away to the people. Listen, that was a joke, obviously. I don't want you to fucking do that. That's horrible. Don't do that, obviously.
police fulfilling a student's Make-A-Wish dream with their SWAT team. And even when the original poster was corrected, they still stood by their warning that ICE could have been in the area.
Ah, so they stood by.
With other Redditors agreeing this was a good thing. They literally couldn't be any dumber if they tried, which makes me truly believe in the dead internet theory, as Reddit is likely just AI bots talking to AI bots, talking to anybody dumb enough to not notice they're talking to bots.
I mean, I do think that there is definitely a lot of that on the internet for sure. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, I think there's a lot of that. But I also think there's a lot of retards, and we know that because we see them on the streets.
Talking to a couple foreign agents pushing an anti-American agenda. But ironically, and also tragically, probably
So what do we think, guys? Is Hasan Piker one of those foreign agents?
will be the only thing that could save law.
Dead internet theory. The dead internet theory is this theory that there's a lot of there's a theory that there's a lot of bots in different comment sections that just instigate arguments with people and just argue with each other forever, and that half of the traction you see on the internet is just bots doing that shit. Deco Voice said in my chat, how does he know that I am not an AI bot? You don't know! That's literally the point. You have no idea. Although I don't think the AI is advanced enough to create a professional S-tier retard like I am. Silence retard, a better retard is talking.
Angeles, California, is Chinese President Xi, as all he has to say is, hey, I'm dropping by LA tomorrow. And just when he visited San Francisco, it would immediately be cleaned up.
Folks say they're just cleaning up this place because all those fancy leaders are coming into town. That's true.
So you are only doing Law and Order as some sort of performative measure? Yes. Yes, I am.
Because it's true.
And again,
what the fuck? He doubled down.
As of recording this video, it keeps getting worse for him. Where LA implemented a curfew that nobody is listening to. Protests have spread up to Seattle.
The curfew, that'll help, yeah, for sure.
All the way over to New York City, and in Chicago, they just had to deploy the bomb squad.
Oh my god, dude, ain't no way. It's spreading like a cancer. I'm telling you, bro, because they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They are sleeper agents around the country that are indoctrinated by this absolute bullshit.
Into their sewers. So make sure you're subscribed as it's about to get spicy.
Goddamn.
Don't doom scroll on social media all day when you have my
Too late.
concise, lighthearted commentary on the tragic status that is today's reality, so subscribe to Decoy Voice.
Yeah, that was a great video. Definitely subscribe to him. But, like, I don't know if you saw this, but when I saw this, I actually, like, shit myself. It's so insane. All right, this is an actual ICE protest in New York. Okay, this just happened, all right? Look at this. I'm telling you, when I saw this, I lost my mind. It's a globalize the Intifada, right? So they've been screaming that for the last 3 years. So that's not surprising.
Mexico to Gaza.
Mexico to Gaza? Pick a fucking struggle, bro. Intifada, by the way, it's an uprising against the people.
Globalize the Intifada. Mexico. All these walls have got to go.
Palestine to Mexico, all the walls have got to go. Are we on the same page? Are we on the same page? They say it out loud. Listen to them. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed. This was a fun, lighthearted commentary on the fucking bleak today's reality or whatever his thing is. Of course, I will link Decoy Voice in the description. Beautiful man. We love him here. I'm just saying. Dude knows what he's doing. I really appreciate his coverage. I feel like he does such a good job covering these situations. Definitely check him out. Everyone loves him. No haters. This man has 0 haters. I don't know why I have so many haters, but this guy has no haters. So I'm just saying, don't give him any hate. He's a beautiful boy. See you in the next one, gamers. Stay weird, fam. Like, subscribe, and this video was streamed live on kick.com/Nuxanor. See you there. Stay weird, fam.